I hope your Halloween spirit is on point. God damn, I'm such a good villain. Welcome everybody, my name is Misty/Konexia, and this is the top 10 best witch anime. Every year, Halloween is something I enjoy quite a lot, so I end up dedicating a list to this wonderful thematic. Currently we did gore, ghost, horror, vampire, demon, zombies, and creepy. Not much left to cover. So how about witches? They kind of fit the lore. I mean, it's either that or mummies, and when's the last time you saw an anime dedicated to mummies, right? So start your cauldron, we're going on a hunt.
Huh?
Number 10, Majimoji Rurumo. I'll admit witches have been kind of romanticized nowadays, so they're anything but scary in most cases, but that's fine. We just want magic and silly hats anyway, right? Let's start off with Majimoji Rurumo, a show about a perverted guy who summons a witch that can grant wishes. Usually the summoner dies after, but said witch decided to spare main character's life. Obviously that comes back to bite the witch in the butt, but now the guy has to decide between helping her become a witch again or die, so it's a mud point. Wrap the whole thing with a bit of perverted comedy and you're good to go. Number 9, Rental Magica. Rental Magica is not the typical show you're expecting when people say witches. Etymology time. A witch, to be fair, is simply a female magician that deals with dark arts. That widens the scope I can use by a huge margin, which, pun, which I can now use to talk about this anime. Rental Magica is an anime about Itsuki, a guy who has to take over his father's business, Magician Dispatch Services. Itsuki is a bit of a coward, or one could say he's a pussy. And guess who drowns in pussies? Well, I mean, beside me. Witches was the answer I was looking for. Overall, it's a fun show. Number 8, Witchcraft Works. Witchcraft Works is a very interesting anime that I didn't think I would end up liking very much. This show is about Honoka, a guy that sits next to Ayaka, most popular girl in school. One day, Honoka, the dude, gets attacked and the girl Ayaka saves his life. She reveals to him that Ayaka has been secretly protecting Honoka all this time because he has the power or other generic plot armor to get the show going inside of him. Now people want to kill Honoka, and Ayaka, the Fire Witch, is in charge of protecting him. Did I lose you somewhere in there? Action is great and the art is very pretty too. This is a title super underrated I think a lot of people would end up liking. Number 7, Tweenie Witches. This anime is a show I loved a lot. Tweenie Witches came out in 2004, so the art style may seem slightly outdated compared to anything else so far, but if that doesn't stop you, I beg you to give it a chance. The story is about Arusu, I gotta stop doing that, an optimistic girl who believes magic is meant to be used for good and fun. Someday she gets transported into a new world where the witches here are pretty much the opposite of her mentality, so now it's up to Arusu to do her best to change things around. The episodes are about 9 minutes long, so despite having 40 episodes, it's more like 20 instead. Give it a roll. Number 6, Maria the Virgin Witch. I know with a title like that people might just grunt and scroll to the next entry, but believe you me, there's a lot more to this anime than the virgin part, although in the end it's still about a girl getting laid. First of all, this is kind of an historical anime, so if that's another deal breaker for people, it'll be hard to come back from that. But the story is about Maria, a powerful witch that is almighty for as long as she keeps her virginity. Maria tries to prevent the war from breaking, but the church is trying to stop Maria by getting her laid, which goes against the church ideal that no sex before marriage. Anyway, there's a bit of politics involved with magic, and overall I think it's a great title for adults.
ミカエルそうよ私は魔女天使のお説教なんていらないの
ファクトリーからまた要求書が届くぞアモン君がいるから毎度救われているがそろそろうまくやれるようになってもらわんと
Number 5, Witch Hunter Robin. One of my favorite on this list that I wish I could talk more about. Witch Hunter Robin is an anime about witch hunting. Yeah, you didn't need me to figure that part out. However, witches in this anime aren't your typical broom riding, cackle laughing, and potion mixing type. More like telepathy and mind control. Robin is a 15-year-old girl. She tries to find those witches so they can capture them and bring them into the labs to do experiments on the ladies. Which I'm 80% sure they put stuff in their butts. Man, more like 90%. It's really an underrated anime that you should try.
ロビンちゃんかこっちにはいつまで
さあ私には決められないのでもしばらく
誠やっぱ誠だ久しぶり
こんにちは
Number 4, Flying Witch. Flying Witch is probably one of the tamest entry on this list. If you end up watching it, don't expect action. It's more of an everyday slice of life with comedy acting as its main crutch. I do still recommend it heavily for its wonderful landscape and the art overall. It's just a stunning sight. In Flying Witch you follow Makoto, a witch in training who left the city with her cat to come and live in the house of her relative. She used the time to train her powers and learn about life mostly. It's a very passive show. If you like those, then I think you're gonna have a great time with it.
どうした迷ったか
いえ上から見えたので降りてきました見た空
見てた見てたびっくりしただろ
レルインヤ
飛んだよそれってゴールドですか
いいえ真鍮です
Number 3, Zero no Tsukaima. Zero no Tsukaima is an incredibly perfect gateway anime. If you have a friend that you want to introduce to the world of anime, or if yourself just started getting into it, this show works wonder. It's the perfect balance of action, comedy, adventure, romance, school magic, ecchi, and harem you could wish for. It's also witch themed, so it works great for this list. For me, you don't care for that part. Everyone wins! The story is about Louise, a witch who struggles a lot with her magic. She summons a boy who will have to help her out. I can't recommend this show enough. Truly, it's one of the best around.
平民であろうと何であろうと例外は認められません
じゃあ何かいここはハルケギニア大陸のトリステイン王国
己のためにのみ魔法を使う者は魔法によって身を滅ぼす誰の言葉
Number 2, Little Witch Academia. Alright, usually I leave movies out of my list to put shine on the TV series instead. It's a quirk of mine, but this entry was too good to pass on. Furthermore, Little Witch Academia, Little Witch School. I'm bad with that word, I'm sorry. They announced it was going to have an actual TV series debuting in 2017, and I want to start this list over then, so yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Little Witch Academia is a story about Ako, a girl who saw a famous witch and got enchanted, no pun intended here, by her style. She joins an academy, of witches who learns how to make potions, fly brooms, cast spells, and so forth. It's basically nothing short than Harry Potter the anime. Except no, well, there's glasses too.
$99個の道を外れし魂つまり鬼神の卵と化した魂と1個の魔女の魂を回収する
And finally, number 1, Soul Eater. Man, this anime is good. What? No, we don't talk about Soul Eater not. That never happened. I'm talking about the original. You might think at first glance it's not really witch focused, but it's still enough to make it on the list. And shut up, it's my video. The whole point of this show is to make the weapons into death weapons. To do so, they need 99 souls, and a bitch ain't the one. Oh, that's the worst joke I've ever made today. And then you got a bunch of witches also spread here and there in the show. It's captivating, it has awesome battles, great comedy, albeit a bit repetitive, but whether you end up reading the manga or watching the anime, this is not a title you will end up being disappointed to have spent time on.
三船は子供好きだからお前みたいな子供が相手だと本気で戦えないんだもん。どうしてそんな人が
So, what's your call? Does any of these titles appeal to you? Except Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a fun list to do. It's rare I managed to plow through a script in less than 2 hours, so I guess I do like me some witches. It's a weird kink to have, man. If you can't be bothered, leaving a like helps me out a ton, and if you like more lists like this one, you can subscribe and you'll get my video first light in the morning. It's like computer magic or something. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween, or whichever next holiday is coming up for you, who is watching this video in March or something. I'll catch you guys next time.